Hello everyone, today I'd like to share a project with you that I've done for Louisa's store, which is KittysScrapPost on Zibbit. She asked me to be a guest designer for the month of May, and so I've made a project using these lovely papers and tags or cards, whatever you would like to call them. You get 6 cards and tags in the set, which are really lovely, and you also get 12 beautiful papers. And if you're a lover of pink, then this is a wonderful kit for you because it is very pink, shabby chic. Okay, so let's get on with it. What I've decided to make is a sample book of sorts, and I've used all the papers, well, most of the papers, the ones that I particularly liked from the kit. And I've just made a hidden hinge bound book, and I've made it into some sort of sample book. And this is my absolute favourite paper out of the whole kit. It's very cottagey and very pretty. I've just printed sample book on one of her tags and just managed to remove the lines to make it easier to read. Some beautiful lace down the side here. I'm quite sure Bonnie sent me that with her Matchbox. Thank you, Bonnie. Another delicate lace here, and this lovely little rickrack, silver rickrack braid all around the edge. The kit does have a little bit of grey-black in it on the tags. As you can see, I've just printed this one on paper, but a grey-black, almost glitter print around the edges, so I wanted to incorporate that look a little bit, so I've used the silver rickrack with the white going through it around the edge. On the side I have this lovely lace here, and I'm quite sure that Fiona sent me that particular piece. I've put some tassels and seam binding going down the spine, and just a shabby rosette with a flower on top of it and some bling in the center. And the back is quite similar to the front. We just have this lovely little trim here from Lavish Laces quite some time ago now, and this other wider lace from my own stash. So that's the cover, and it's just held together with a couple of pieces of seam binding in white. I've used white and cream throughout the book because some of the papers lend themselves to white, others lend themselves to a more creamy colour. And inside I just have a pocket to the right, and the pocket is made up of a doily that I cut into 4. This was a doily that Fiona sent me. Thank you so much, Fiona. And it was just the perfect size once I'd cut it to make little pockets. On this side I have flowers that I've just made and put in here. And I've just left one out in the center so I could show you how I did that. I'm hoping that pulls up on camera. A little bit of acrylic cut from a hole punch, and I've glued that to the page so that I can put the flowers on, but it's not going to rip the paper when the flowers are removed by whoever gets this book. That way they can reuse the book for other things if they want to, as an album, or store other things in it, or send it along to somebody else, and they get to enjoy it as well. So that's how I've done that. So that will have another flower there. On this I've just have more of the Chinese braid around the edges, and I've pretty much left the pages plain because the flowers decorate this side and the bits in the pocket decorate that side, and I've just decorated the top of each page with flowers. And these are some little doodad flowers that I had in my stash, and Lily sells these in her store. This is a little flower that Fiona sent me, and some lovely lace from my stash, I think, with some pearl trim down the center. There was actually 2 pieces of lace and joined together in the middle there. Paper flowers are from Mad About Scrapping. In this side pocket I just have a sample of lace. I have one of the tags that I've cut from the set. I've put some vintage silver glitter around the edge, and also I've just made a tag with the paper to go in there. So they're all very usable, by whoever gets the book. Around the edge of the pages, I've also put the vintage silver glitter as well. And this book, although it looks very full, but if you take your samples out, then it's going to be very not full. This lovely lace trim down this side is from Hazel. Thank you, Hazel. And another piece of this lovely lace that was my own. Oops, we have a little ant. We seem to be getting a lot of ants at the moment. I think it's the wet weather or something. Another little flower from Fiona. Thank you, Fiona. Some tiny little crocheted flowers. And I've put some little Demontes in the middle of those, and some more little doodad flowers of my own there. I have seam binding down the gusset of each of the pages, and I have a bit of lace glued over the top of it. Once again, we have some sample laces, and we have our tag from the kit and a tag that I made, and removable flowers as well. They are glued on there, but when you take it off, you're not going to ruin the paper. We have more. What did we have down here? Oh, okay. We have more of the handmade flowers on this side, and this centerpiece here was sent to me by Louisa. Thank you, Louisa. And I think that flower center there as well. We have this lovely lace down the side here that Fiona sent me. Thank you, Fiona. And some vintage lace from Angie. Thank you so much, Angie. We have in the center here a little applique that I recently found at a thrift shop, and a flower. I think that's a little Prima flower. I got it like half packages that somebody didn't want anymore, and that was one of them, and it's really pretty, so I put that in the corner there. We have some more lace in this packet and a couple of doilies as well. And to the next page, these are not handmade flowers. These are flowers from I think it's Manor House flowers, but they were just so pretty, and I thought they would look really nice in this book. We have more of this lace here from Hazel. Thank you, Hazel. Two appliques in the top here from Fiona, and a flower. I think Louisa sent me that, and I took it. It was like 2 or 3 layers, but I only used the top layer of that one. On there, some more sample laces in the pocket, and on to the last page. More handmade flowers here. They're made out of doilies and fabric, and there's a rolled one in the center. This little lace here was my own, and also this vintage trim was from Angie again. We have a shabby rosette flower in the middle, and a flower from Fiona with some pearl strings down the center there. We have sample laces in the pocket and the tags as well. And there was only 4 pieces to the doily for the pocket, so on the 5th page I used the last little piece of the lace that Chrissy sent me quite some time ago. Thank you so much, Chrissy, and that's Chrissy Crosser on YouTube. And that is my little sample book, and as you can see, once those sample laces are out, it's actually quite a decent size. So I hope you like what I've made with Louisa's kit. It is a small kit. She also has many other kits, full-size kits as well. Just in case you're wondering, between each page I have left 1/2 inch. Yes, it's 1/2 inch between each gussets, and there were 4 internal pages with the back cover and the front cover. Now, quite simple to make this out of chipboard as well, but because I'm posting this overseas, I need to keep my postage as light as possible, and all the little things add up. So I've made mine out of the cardstock that I've printed out. Oh yes, it is a printable kit, just in case I never mentioned that at the beginning, and I will put a link to Louisa's lovely store in the description box below. Okay, I hope you've all enjoyed this, and go pay Louisa a visit and check out her lovely kits that she has for sale there. Thank you so much for joining me today. Bye bye. One other thing I did make with the paper pack was a tiny little what do you call them, favour box, just out of a strip of the cardstock. I do have a little mini tutorial for this on the Helmar blog, and I will put a link to that in the description box below. But that's just a simple way to make a little favour box. Not recommended if you're posting in an envelope, that's for sure. I've been there and done that, no. But if you're packaging in boxes, or you're just having a dinner party or a party of any kind, a very cute little treat box to sit on the table. Okay, ladies and gents, thank you so much for joining me. Bye bye.